Hey guys, my loves. It's Ambujam with embodiments.com. And this is our group power integration session today at 8 p.m. Eastern to 8:45 p.m. Eastern. And you can sign up until 7:45 p.m. Eastern on my site, ambujamhealing.com. You'll see the group power, join next group power session page, and it's in the link below in this description box in YouTube, and you also have it on your Facebook post. And this video is there's so much to say. So for those of you who have signed up, and for those of you who know you're signing up, or you're still, feeling into it, Spirit knows you guys, and they know who at the end of the day, when this registration deadline is done, who will be there, right? And so Spirit kind of made me make this video. It's a very impromptu video about the energy of this group and the energy of today also. And not only are we doing integration, but what you guys have done with this session is there's this deep desire in you to move forward, to move on from whatever it is that those things are for you personally, right? It's so, your desire to move on is so profound. It's so heartfelt. It's so deep. So Spirit's already working with you to begin this moving on energy. So the integration has already started, the integration of all of the light and all of the awakening that light has facilitated in your systems and in your consciousness from the Lion's Gate. Okay, so that integration's already started, of helping your human really just integrate in all that, right? Because there's so many specific changes that you've gone through this Lion's Gate experience. But the second part of this now is, now there's this moving on, because this is your choice. So Spirit wanted me to make this video to talk about and bring words to and consciousness to this deep moving on that you really, 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 really want. So one of the suggestions, even though it already feels like you're in ceremony, you're in ritual already with just this desire to move forward, is to have a ritual and to have ceremony with the things that you really want to move through and move on. And it's not from this place of avoidance of, I want to be done, even though it can feel that way emotionally sometimes, right? But it's what I'm talking about. And this is why Spirit wanted me to make this video. You're not moving on from a place of opposition, or to get rid of, or to make go away, because all of those feelings are no, right? They're in avoidance, no, right? And as we know, that doesn't work, right? We never move on from that place. Where you're deeply wanting to move on is from the truth in your heart. And that truth is this place of deep acknowledgement. It's like soil, right? The flower had started as a seed, then it became a stem, and then it became a bud, and then it blossomed. And then it's just done, and then it returns to soil, right? The flower doesn't do these stages because it's like, F you. I'm going to be a bud now, right? It does it because it's natural, right? So this place that I feel where you're at, and what you're bringing to the session, what you're creating the session to be, is the flower has bloomed, or you're feeling like it's at its end of its bloom, right? And it's just its natural stage to then go back to the earth, right? Or go back, alchemize, right? So from that place, before the session tonight, if you have the time, and if you want to, because this has to resonate with you, do a simple ceremony in your heart. Do a simple ritual in your heart to say goodbye. I love you. Thank you for bringing me here. And I'm really ready to say goodbye now. Even though there's this, so Spirit's doing some healing now. Even though when we say goodbye, there's this like natural process, right, of leaving. So things don't have to, you don't have to feel so finite. You can just feel in your heart really where you're really ready. And then there's the timing and just the natural process of that flower returning, right? So if you have the time before the session today to do this ceremony consciously, great. If that feels right to do, great. If it doesn't and you don't have the time, it's like you're already doing it anyway. It's already begun, right? This goodbye is already happening. But Spirit's offering this suggestion so you can do it consciously with yourself, even though it's already happening inside, if that's what feels right for you. So you guys, that's what I want to share. And the energy of today feels like that. The energetics of what's going on, out there feels like this kind of this process of ending and starting again, or starting from where we were. It's like again we've built, and then it leads us to our next thing. So it's this, nothing really ever stops and starts again. It's too jerky. It's really this stopping and starting, right? Stopping and starting, and it's in these very subtle places where something is ending but beginning something, right? Like if we go back to that bloom, that flower, and we watch it from the seed all the way to the bloom and fast motion on a camera, it doesn't just stop and then start and then open, right? It's this process. So the energy of today feels like we're in this process. So it's like you're right in alignment with those energetics. And Spirit's like chicken or egg. Do you feel like you want to move on, which then has the energy of today feel like that? Or does the energy of today trigger that? And they're like, really, it's the energy of today is not triggering it. You want to move on. And the energy of today is in support of that. So it's like you're in alignment with this natural season, this natural wave that we're in today. All right, you guys. I feel like I could just talk for a while, but then this video would be way too long. And as we know these days, if we see a video over like 10 minutes, we're like, ugh, seriously? It's too long. So I'll stop it here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye, my loves.